Okay, guys, this is a continuation. Again, anyone who's interested in learning certain skill sets within Photoshop, this would be a good one to watch. All right, I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to use one tool, the free transform tool. The hotkey has never changed, Command T. Okay, so in this situation here, in Photoshop, as you guys well know, if you right click on any object, it'll tell you what layer it is. And this is not a good workflow where you don't name things, but since I'm just demonstrating, I don't have anything written here. Okay, so I've actually masked this piece out, as you know, using the quick selection tool. And I duplicated a number of times just to show you what you can do once you have an object. You don't have to commit to what it actually looks like, okay? So having selected this one here, and I'll press Command T. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't, but 99.9% of the time this works, okay? So I'm going to actually move this around. Okay, that's easy enough, as everybody knows. The classic has always been to hover here and rotate, that kind of stuff everybody knows. Okay, you can also go to the corners and it will actually make it larger or smaller. Okay, so Command Z a few times, there it is. Okay, I'm going to show you one thing that just has been here forever, for a long time. If you right click and you go flip horizontal, look how cool that is. You just got that one. So now you have an image you've cropped or you're masked, did whatever, you brought it in, now it's facing another way. Beautiful. That's how you do it. Right click. In the free transform, you can't just go right click on anything without the free you got to invoke Command T or edit up here, free transform. This has never changed, okay? So I'm going to hit these guys too, the perspective next, so I'll do that. Let's see, let's go with perspective on this. Okay, so when you go right click, there's also the scale, which is what we normally do. Rotate is what we do intuitively. Skew is weird for me, which is over here. Okay, so look, if you right click, select skew, you go right, left, that kind of thing. That look, it's kind of like you can also it's more interesting now that I'm playing more with it. Okay, so longer, not more. Okay, so there, I don't think you can pick the midpoints here. See, I can only go up and down, and this one should be side to side. Okay, cool. Okay, skew is interesting. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but it's there for you. Okay, so let's go and let's do another one. So that's skew. Warp is the coolest thing here, but let's go to distort, and let's see what distort does. Okay, wow. So it elongates. That's pretty cool, eh? Like, I mean, it's kind of like, well, it's kind of like move and scale at the same time, right? That's all that is. So that's that one. Let's go to Command Z here, and let's go to the next one. Perspective tool is interesting because I did something here, I believe. Where's the perspective one? Oh yeah, right here. I forgot to type in perspective here. This is cool. Okay, so let me just get rid of the other ones, okay? So bye-bye there, bye-bye here, whatever. Okay, so I'm here. Again, you start with Command T, right? Always, always Control T. Same thing. You right-click, come down, and we're going to hit perspective this time, okay? So like, as you know, vanishing points, right? Even in my sketch, I was saying 1 point perspective. I was drawing 2 point because I normally draw in 2 point, but whatever. So let's see how we can do this. That one went this way, so let's bring this one down that way. Look at that. Look, just all you're doing is selecting the top corner. Isn't that sweet? So you're putting it in perspective. That is really powerful. That is nice. Okay, so I can come up here, make that what? Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, I gotta say this is pretty cool. So let's say Command Z a few times, and here's the last one, the warp, which I think is my favorite one. I gotta say that was pretty interesting, the perspective one, because like when we're composing or making a collage, obviously not everything's going to be linear or horizontal, vertical. It's all in perspective. So this is a powerful tool. Please consider using it. Okay, so let's hit warp here. Okay, so notice here, split horizontal. None of this is lit up until you press warp. It's also here. Okay, I remember in the past we used to have a mesh here, which was awesome. I don't know where that one went. Who knows? Okay, so let's look at this. Warp. It's like these Bezier handles, right? So you can like bloat it. Oh yeah, look at that. So now we're actually giving more depth to something that wasn't really there. That's pretty cool, eh? Look at this. And I can come over here and bloat it this way. Fisheye. Oh yeah, so that's, to me, I mean, this is pretty amazing, right? I can come down here and round this out. This would be like Harry Potter. Get ready for a bumpy ride, and where the bus kind of comes in, slides into minimal space. So this is pretty cool. I mean, you know, like, to me, this is very, very nice. Look where we went from this to that to here. So I gotta say, warp is pretty amazing. So play around, hit these guys, or what, I don't know, like, I have no idea. So now you hit a spot, boom, and then now you've got these controls. To me, that's I'm never going to use that at this point, okay? Oh, I just think a simple warp with that on, press check, you're in. There it is, okay? I hope this helped. These are awesome tools. So let me just move this along by pressing V. Oh yeah, notice in this one now, right here, and like, look guys, like, when I initially masked this using the quick select tool, I avoided that part. So all I did is I went in here, copied Command C, Command V under a marquee tool. Okay, so depending on what layer I'm in. So hang on, let me just get out of this for a second. Right click, that's layer 0. Okay, bring your marquee, basically whatever you want. Right, I can come in here and just take the lasso tool for all I care, and just go in here and go, and then go Command C, Command V, right? Oops, that was something. I pressed something else. Hold on. Bye-bye. So let's try that. Command C, Command V, and there's the other one, right? So I'll bring my move tool now, and I'm just going to rotate this, Command T, and I'll just make this two-headed, basically. I said rotate. There. You see it? Now I could do some crazy stuff like this, maybe. Who knows? That's not what I want. What I want to do in reality. Delete that. Okay, so there it is. That's here. See you later. So, but all I did is I came in here on this one, layer 0, brought my marquee tool, and I said to myself, you know what? I could really use this all the way up, right? So I just did Command C, Command V. You guys know this stuff, okay? You could also use the what do you call it? It's right here, this clone stamp. It's the same thing, okay? So, but I just came in here and I quickly brought this in, and there's some crazy web snaps going on. I have to get rid of that somehow in my settings. But really, now you can come in here and do that, okay? So, and also what you could do is, let's say you like where this is positioning. Why? I think there's this in Illustrator, there's a tool where I can, like snapping, I'll have to go into my preferences. I think it's Command K and deal with those preferences. Yeah, it's Command K. Nothing's changed here. Okay, so I'll deal with that another time. So if you like this and you think it's cool, it's all right. So just remember what I said. Command E is merge down, and you just go boom, and it becomes one thing. Okay, so there you go. That's that. Okay, I think this has been long enough. Thank you very much. 8 minutes. Yeah, let's. I'm looking forward to your collages. You know, applying the steampunk in our Victorian old medieval village would be kind of very cool. Okay, see here, I'm going to use these elements all, you know, I'm just working my way in. Wait till I bring the steampunk elements in here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, thank you everybody. Bellion out. See ya.